do a break every quarter and halftime. I don't know if you're gonna leave it. We're live, so you have to leave it running.
Well, yeah, but if you get to halftime, you can just zoom out to a
Right.
long
So
shot.
you'll hear me say if you hear, I'll say we're gonna do a break. You don't turn it off. That's all.
Just zoom it out.
Yeah.
Halftime, I'd have you to switch it back to manual on that channel. Or anything.
Switch it back to manual, but keep it recording.
Yeah, because we're live.
Yeah, yeah, why not?
I got there. So I did my research last night. Not that I'm gonna remember them all. I have enough trouble remembering our guys. All right, so that's today.
So right now the audio is off.
Okay, so when are we going in 3 minutes for sure?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
So did you switch the audio on?
You know what, Nick? At 2 minutes on the clock, we'll do the intro, and then we'll just let it. If we're live, if it's good, because they'll have to do the captains and then they'll do the opening kick real quick. So once we hit 2 minutes, I'll read through my intro and then leave the volume up, and then I'll go from there. Okay, so that's the 11 o'clock game. Put that away.
When they introduce the captain, should I try to follow that or just leave it zoomed out?
Well, if you can just zoom in on the captains, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, they're not going to introduce them.
Zoom on this guy right down there. Get that dude right there. We'll put him on live. Spazuko. I'm kidding. All right, so I have these two. I need these.
Nick, when you turn the audio on, check the levels to make sure they're bouncing and give me a thumbs up, okay?
One, two, 1, 2.
No overlay installed. The game's just about to start.
All right. You ready? I hear me, so. Are we started, Nick? Because we're going to be late. Welcome to WCTV, fall sports coverage of Wilmington Wildcat girls soccer. We are coming to you live from Alumni Stadium for this season-ending match between the Melrose Red Raiders and your Wilmington Wildcats. Today's game will help decide the Freedom Division Championship. The winner of the game will be crowned champion. In the event of a tie, we'll figure all that out later. These teams met this past Saturday and played to a 0-0 tie. The Cats begin today's action with a 5-1-1 record, while Melrose enters at 6-1-2. The Wildcats are led by senior captains Jenna Sweeney, Amber Flynn, Tori Gemilaro, and also seniors Ava Elliott, Ashlyn Buckley, and Sam Papasasis will be playing their final games as Wildcats. Melrose is coached today by Rob Mahoney. Wilmington is coached by the veteran Sue Hendy. It's a beautiful morning for soccer, about 55 degrees. We've got partly cloudy skies, winds out of the west at 5 miles per hour. This is our final live broadcast at WHS Fall Sports. I'd like to thank AD Mia Muzio for helping make these broadcasts work. Special thanks to the WCTV crew, Adam Disenberry, Martin McHugh, and Ryan Mylar for making these live broadcasts possible. And today's game is camera work being done by Nick Toth. I'm your play-by-play guy, Jim Boyle, and we'll be back for the opening kick right after this. As we wait for the captains to arrive at center field and the referees to officially get this game underway, we'll be playing 4 20-minute quarters, with the last 2 minutes being stoppage time. Like I said, this is a very important game for both squads. Chance to win the Middlesex Freedom Division Championship. Win and you're in, as they would say. Tie, and again, I'll have to talk to the AD at halftime or at the end of the game and follow up with everyone what goes on. The Wildcats, like I said, will be let out on the field by senior captains Sweeney, Flynn, and Gemilaro. Gemilaro is the goaltender. She's had a great year in goal. I had the pleasure of having those young women in the studio this past Wednesday to go over what the season was like. So if we're going to start the same people we've started all along, and I apologize if I get this one just a little bit incorrect, we'll have Flynn, Sweeney, and Broussard 11 in the midfield, Almeida 22, Grenard 3, and Spazuko 12 up front, Buckley, Curto, Papasassis, and McGuire across the back. And I see Steffens out there. Elliott is out. Now that's 17. And we're just about ready to go. All important game, final game of the season. We have survived the fall. We survived a little COVID scare here halfway through. Got to remember, the girls were off for 2 weeks. Came back, had one practice. They played 3 games in 4 days. The third game, they played 3 games in 4 days. The third game they played that day was against Melrose, and they tied 0-0. So we're ready to go, and we'll get the game will be moving on the opening kick by Melrose. Also control in their offensive end. Sweeney in the mid. Do some battle. Would expect Wilmington to be aggressive early here at the high school on this home game. Eleven's Broussard and 14 is Sweeney. She'll kick it forward. Grenard will chase. Be controlled by the defender. Ooh, tripped up. That'll be a penalty. Or a foul, excuse me. Grenard just couldn't get there quick enough as they tried to run that offense, get the attack going. Indirect kick here for Melrose, coming out of the defensive end. Controlled by Melrose midfielder. They'll try to advance. 17 is Buckley, Ashlyn Buckley, who's done a really good job defensively. Melrose controls in the midfield. Slides it forward. If this is any indication, and going into last week, any indication of how this will be played, it'll be I would expect a defensive game played here in the midfield. There's Flynn. She finds Broussard. She throws it deep. Here goes Spazuko. She's not going to get to that. As the Melrose defender knocks that out of bounds, a Wilmington inbound ball. We played 2 minutes here. First quarter, 0-0. Final game season for both clubs. There is no state tournament, so this is for, like I said, the championship of the Freedom Division. Teams trying to get settled in. Wilmington will inbound. That's Flynn. She sends it forward. Almeida just isn't going to get there. Ouch, nice play. That'll be a goal kick. Almeida almost beat her into the goal line. Did not quite get there in time. The attacks by Wilmington seem to be, they try to get the ball up to their forwards. Their forwards use their speed, take it on the wings, and try to get it center for a shot on net. No shots on net for both sides. Like I said, most of the play has been defensively in the middle. Goal kick sails out here. They'll throw it deep. 7 is Ava Elliott. She plays it to McGuire. Knocked out of bounds by Melrose here in the midfield. Again, teams feeling each other out. We'll have to settle in. It's a beautiful day for soccer today. Can't get much better weather on November 21st than we have right now. for this back-to-back day for me here at the high school soccer and field hockey. Suzuko slips up over the ball, controlled by Melrose in their midfield. Miscommunication there, and Almeida picks it up. Renero let that one roll. Played by Melrose goalie. Skane. 0 is Skane. Should look to goal kick this out. Played on the ground by Almeida. A lot of back and forth here again early on. Papastathis throws it deep. And that'll roll all the way into the goal box. Goalie will pick it up. And that seems to be, again, trying to get the ball deep. Use your speed on the wings. Try to get those opportunities to score. Like I said, majority of the play in the midfield. That's the second or third time the Melrose goalie has had to make an easy play on the ball. Sweeney will try to block that off. Flynn drives it into the zone. He'll roll through. 2 defenders for Melrose will just kick it out of bounds. Melrose defensively has been very strong this year. Their defensive line, Carney, Hannon, McGuire, and Champagne, if I have all the numbers correctly, have done a really good job in controlling that half of the field. Ashland Buckley will throw it back to Elliott, who throws it into the offensive zone. Suzuko's going to get there. Shot on net is off wide. Not even a shot on net, but she did throw it towards the goal area. So the idea, again, for Wilmington is throw those long passes to the wings, try to beat the Melrose defenders on the wing and get shots on net. And then most likely try to get, if they do get set plays, get their set plays to work as well. Another goal kick for Melrose. Played off the body by Flynn, thrown by Melrose down to the midfield. Papastathis comes up from her defensive end and knocks it back out of bounds. 14:41 to play here, first quarter. 0-0 is our score. Teams still feeling each other out, like I said. A lot of the game played here in the midfield. Melrose is a very good defensive unit. We're just going to have to try to create opportunities and play good defense. Melrose in their first attack of the day. Throws it to the middle. Off there. Broussard comes back from the midfield and makes a nice play. McGuire throws it to Suzuka. Just misses Sweeney on the cross. We'll run all the way back down deep. Papastathis will chase. Ball's out of bounds. Wilmington will inbound. Okay, Melrose still trying to establish something in the offensive zone. I know they have a good defensive unit. Wilmington's defensive unit has been extremely successful this year. They'll throw it, trying to get it up over the defense side. Broussard. Throws it by. That's going to stay. Oh, just roll out of bounds. Be inbounded by Melrose at the 50 at the midfield. Nope, it's going to be inbounded by Wilmington. I made that mistake. Looked like the referee had pointed that way. I assume that's I can't see the number. Looks like Buckley from here. Ashland Buckley. And she'll bring it in from midfield. 13 minutes to play. Trying to throw it deep. Again, Melrose has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 players back on the 20-yard line there on the football field to try to build a great white wall. As the blue wave tries to come in and crush the great white wall, trying to throw the ball over top of that. This will be, like I said, Buckley again. So if she drops this back to Flynn, 24 is Flynn. Flynn tries to throw that through the defender and blocked by the body. She'll slide it across. See. Ball again, play to the midfield, and Wilmington's defense keeps driving back. Stopping play, ball being inbounded by Melrose. Like I said, not a lot of offense at the moment. It's 8 minutes into the first quarter. Gibarello has not been challenged at all. There's Buckley into the corner. She'll try to keep that from going. No, she'll just knock it out of bounds. Nice play. So it avoids the corner kick. Really good play there by Buckley. Driving it back past the goal line, not letting it go past the goal line, forcing them to have an inbound pass, not a corner kick, which could be a set play for Melrose. Now they'll just have to tap it in. Be played a little bit differently for Wilmington defensively as they come in and work the inbounds. They're going to try to make this like a corner. She'll probably tap it and kick it into the goal area. Nice play by Gemelara. She knocks that ball out. Spazuko just a little bit long for Ganar. And Gemelara comes out and makes a nice play. Those are the plays you're going to have to make as a goaltender. Keep this a clean sheet for her. Tori came out and made a nice play. Sold out and read it really well. Broussard at midfield is being buzzed by a helicopter here. News coverage of this championship game. I'm kidding. Wilmington's defense will look to advance the ball. Ball played in the midfield. Melrose. Spazuko. Finds Sweeney. Just the Melrose player sneaks behind and makes a really nice play. Granar can't get the ball up front to Almeida. Buckley. Some kind of whistle. Buckley is a really good pressure defender. She comes up into the midfield and sort of tries to make things work. That time we are called for a out of bounds. It'll be inbounded by Melrose right underneath us here. Almeida comes by and Flynn will tap that up. Flynn controls again. She's got Gennaro. Gennaro tries to turn. Papasasas throws it all the way to the far right wing, and it'll be out of bounds. Spazuko can't chase after that. Again, trying to use the speed of the wings, Spazuko and Gennaro and Almeida, to try to get the ball over top of the defense as Wakefield looks like they're ready to settle back and play this game in the midfield. Papasasas moves over the ball. Here comes a break, but there's Flynn again back in the midfield as a defender, and that'll be a foul on Melrose. It'll be a free kick for Wilmington. Amber Flynn as your midfielder, offensive defense, does everything for the Wildcats. Senior captain. We're under 10 minutes, so down to 9 minutes to play first quarter. We are still tied at 0-0. These teams, like I said, played to a 0-0 tie on last Saturday. I'll be about Papasasas. And played deep here by Melrose. Buckley gets the ball over to Broussard. Broussard will try to take this one herself. Tries to throw it by again. It's not. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players back defensively at all times. Spazuko with a good offensive play. Tries to slide it by, but can't. The ball will be kicked out of bounds for a breather for the Melrose defense. Substitutes will come in for the Cats. I would think Coach Hendy's going to keep everybody well rested here because this game could come down to the final minutes. Curto and McDonald, Molly McDonald, it's 23, okay, are in. Spazuko and Elliott are out. Let's see if the Cats can generate something that'll be out of bounds for Wilmington. Again, like we probably expected with these teams having played to a 0-0 tie last week, this would be a defensive battle. And now it's just a matter of trying to get yourself opportunities to get good shots. Again, the defense being aggressive because they have so many defensive players back. She'll try to throw lines, and Ashlyn Buckley makes a nice play here to knock it out of bounds and slow that forward counter attack. Underneath our broadcast booth, Melrose will play it in. She'll try to throw it deep, and play will be stopped by Flynn. Broussard tries to get it over there to the wing to McDonald, and she'll recoup. They'll throw deep. McDonald will run. The 23s go after, and that ball will be clicked out of bounds. Wilmington will have a chance in their offensive side to inbound the ball and try to set something up. Again, Melrose content to play the game here in the midfield and utilize their tremendous defense to stymie Wilmington's offensive attack. The Wildcats are going to have to come up with either a long shot on net or a nice breakaway down the wing to try to get something across to the middle for the center. There's Broussard. She'll tap it over the corner of McDonald. That'll be tapped out of bounds again by Melrose. Again, defensively, a good smart play. Stops the attack by the Wildcats, slows the game down a little bit, gets yourself set on defense. Cats will inbound over far right corner. Coming on offense, 6:22 to play. Still score 0-0. Will be met out to McDonald. McDonald will throw it across. Broussard will settle it. Spinning around. Flynn came up, almost had a chance for a shot from that right side. That ball again will be thrown out of bounds. Wilmington's ball as we stay here in our offensive zone. Credit to Melrose playing the game. Probably the game plan to Coach Maloney set up. And Wilmington trying to attack the way they've attacked all year. Again, tipped out of bounds. They're trying to get a set play off an inbounds pass because you have to, like the rules for this COVID fall where you have inbounds plays are on the ground, have to be kept on the ground. You're not really able to set up your offense through an inbound pass, which would normally be back over the head and up in the air. So Wilmington's trying to has probably worked on this in practice, trying to get some set play. And again, for the fifth play in a row, that ball's kicked out of bounds on the right side, going right to left. Wilmington will again inbound it. 5 minutes to play. Ball's thrown to the middle. Almeida just cannot get to that spot. Prohl, number 20, is in the game as well. Sweeney with a nice move. And again, they're just going to pick up that line there and block everything that goes in. So up front we've got McDonald, Prohl, and Almeida. Midfielders we've got Broussard, Flynn, and Sweeney. Trying to generate some kind of offense. That should be again here in the midfield. A nice play by Kirtle. She'll throw that deep. That'll be played by the goaltender way here. She'll throw it forward. My guess is they called that offsides. Wilmington player called him the offside side. So Melrose will play here from at the 35-yard line. 4 minutes to play, just a little over 4 minutes to play. Wildcats back on defense. They'll try to throw it deep into the corner. Melrose tries to speed the same type of offensive play. Buckley has to stop that. Ball's going to roll out of bounds or past the goal line. Gemilaro will pick it up. It'll be a goal kick. We got 3:54 to play again. Still no score. That was probably the best offensive possession that Melrose had all game. And although they did have one nice shot on goal where Torrey had to come out and make a great play, that was really offensively something they tried to do, come down the line and center that ball, come down the wing and center. Unsuccessful. Goal kick is out to Sweeney. Sweeney tries to play with her body and can't. Buckley with a nice ball ahead. Prohl cannot get to that. And again, we'll play it here in the deep. Broussard attack. Melrose will just throw it over here. Buckley will play it. Ashlyn Buckley has been very active here on the left side of our defense. She's a very aggressive defensive player. Does a great job in, again, advancing the ball from that defensive zone. She'll tap this one back to Curto on the inbound, and Curto will try to set something up. They'll throw it deep. Ball's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be Wilmington inbound ball. So let's see if we can set something up here. Almeida, Prohl, and McDonald up front. Ball will be inbounded here by Buckley. 0-0. We're going to just about hit 2 minutes, 2:30 to play. So we'll be at the referee's discretion as far as stoppage time. Ball's back to Sweeney. Sweeney tries to do a nice move by Sweeney. That'll be a penalty on number 3. That's a Champagne. For Melrose, and Wilmington will get another chance to attack. Flynn here. Actually, what they could do is tap this back to Flynn and see if they get her a shot on net right from this deep. She scored from here before. That's the nice play defensively. She was ready for that. Flynn throws it up front. No offsides. Sweeney on shot up over the net. Referee didn't make a call there. It did look like the Wilmington players were offside. So now we're in stoppage time, under 2 minutes. We'll wait for the referee's whistle. Play hard till you hear a whistle. We've played 18 minutes here, first quarter, nothing to score. Wilmington's had a few good opportunities, not a lot of great opportunities, but at least they've been able to put the ball on net. And they've kept mostly on the defensive end pretty clean. Not too many tough shots on Tori Gemilaro. Throw the ball to midfield. And again, Wilmington's trying to set everything up with their midfielders. That'll be out of bounds again for Melrose. We don't keep stats here. It'll be interesting to see how many times they've actually kicked the ball out of bounds. And I'm not going to say they do it on purpose, but it's a good way to slow the game down. Take Wilmington out of its offense. Pearl cannot make the play. That's Flynn. Flynn's surrounded by 3 Melrose players. Melrose will try to counter and just throw it. Wilmington will settle it down. McDonald finds Broussard. If McDonald can get there, she can't. Nice little give and go opportunity there. Just could not get. Molly McDonald could not get there in time. As we wait, watch the referee. He'll hold his hand up and he'll blow the whistle when the quarter is over. We can hopefully with one more attack here. It'll be back to Sweeney. Sweeney will use the footwork to try to get through, and she can't. Again, once the midfielders, especially Sweeney and Flynn, control the ball, they're being surrounded by 3 defenders almost immediately to try to keep them from taking those long scoring opportunities. Ball will be thrown down. Played off the body, and Sweeney will boot. And that'll be the quarter. So at the end of one quarter, Wilmington and Melrose tied at 0. We'll be back with second quarter action after this. All right, welcome back to Alumni Stadium for this lovely Saturday morning, November 21st. We're coming to you live. Our final live broadcast, like I said, I'd like to thank A.D. Miyamuzio for helping get these games in COVID land off. Because of the restrictions to attendance, which each player was allowed, I think, 1 badge per game per player. So you would have a maximum of about 50 or 60 fans in attendance here in the stands. If I look around, I see what has happened here in Wilmington is they would line the fences over by the field hockey practice field and down by on the baseball field. So we're about ready to go after a 0-0 first quarter, which was basically played in the middle. Wilmington had a little more offensive chances. Melrose seems to be content as to sit back and play defense and try to counter when they can. Most of the offense was generated by Wilmington, on the Wilmington side. Winner of this game will win winner wins the championship of the Freedom Division. Like I said, I'm not sure what happens with a tie because Wilmington did miss 2 games, so there's not they will not have played an equal number of games. We'll switch sides. To begin quarter number 2, Wilmington will have possession of the ball to start. Captains Flynn, Sweeney, and Gemilaro lead their respective team out to the middle of the field, and we'll be ready to go. Again, just got to crack that. Put the ball in the back of the net and keep playing hard if you're Wilmington. Force Melrose to get a little bit more offensive. They like I said, they're really a very good defensive team. They're 4 defensive players. According to their coach, have done a really good job all year. Ball will be played in by Granara. So go the other way. Almeida. She's got the wing. She'll throw it on net. It'll be a speed game. Oof. Nice try, and they'll kick that out of bounds. That was a really nice try. Good play. Granara throw it deep. It's Pizzuko coming on the left wing. And Almeida in the middle. Well, it might have been Almeida going to the right. I sometimes switch those two numbers. I apologize. 3 is Granara and 22 is Almeida. Ball be played in. All the way the furthest part of the field from me there. Pizzuko. She gets knocked over. Sweeney. That's not Sweeney, excuse me. That's Moore. 16 is Moore. A little chippy down there in the corner there as they're bumping around. Ball being bounded by Wilmington. It'll be Wilmington's ball. Looks like Buckley will play it in. Back out of bounds. Like I said, we don't keep stats, but this is probably about the 12th inbound play on that far side of the field that Wilmington's put the ball into play there. It's Flynn. She'll try to throw it to the corner. Pizzuko will get there. Throws it to the middle defensively. Oh, nice play. Just Moore had an opportunity on the left side there. I think that was 16. Had enough. The goalie had come out. Just couldn't sneak it by her. But again, if you can keep the offensive pressure on you, eventually get one past the netminder and into the back of the net. We're just coming up on 2 minutes here in the second quarter. Hate to repeat this, but the score is 0-0. These two teams, like I said, played to a 0-0 tie last Saturday as well. The goal kick for our friends from Melrose, the Red Raiders. Throw it deep. Flynn will try to play that in the middle. Just slides over the foot. Good defensively by Curto. She comes up. Gets to Pizzuko on the left wing. Pizzuko gets muscled down and thrown. It's a very physical effort defensively there, but again, not understanding. There's a break. This is trouble. Score! Corey Gemarillo came out. Not really the best defensive play for the Wildcats. Tried to make a play, didn't let her defender come back and make the play. So the Cats now trail. Quick goal, 17:30 into the second quarter. Cats trail by 1. And I could not tell who scored that goal. And we'll wait for the PA announcer to take the fall on this one. Mortimer with the goal, and she scored a lot. There's will be knocked. That'll be a goal kick. That'll be a corner kick for the Wildcats. McGuire trying to take the ball down the right side. That was just a little bit of a quick communication mistake there by Wilmington's defense as Gemarillo came out to try to make a play and probably could have read the defense. There's Granara shot on net, knocked down by the goaltender. That's a good play. They got to keep playing. Long way to go here in this game. Get that goal back. The goal kick will come out. Flynn will play it. See if Melrose goes a little more aggressive here. Now they have 1-0 lead, or if they sit back even more. But like I said, just a little bit of miscommunication there on the defensive end. And sort of the ball slid by, and the defender couldn't get back quickly enough. It's just one goal. We're going to try to control again. Going to have to take your time and keep on playing. Play the set that the coach wants you to play. Comes up to midfield. Again, little more aggressiveness we see in Melrose side. Ball will be played forward to Granara. Granara will throw it to the wing. Almeida cannot play it. They'll roll out of bounds. It'll be Melrose inbound.
Again, they got to try to keep doing what they're doing. They've been doing. Throw the ball down the wings, try to use their speed. Nice play there, McGuire. Granera, that ball will be kicked out here to... oh, she let her get away with that. McGuire with a nice play. McGuire on the wing. Tries to settle it. Can't throw it to the center. Can't center that. Ball's going to roll forward. Flynn's going to get there. That'll be a foul on Flynn. She knocked down the Melrose defender. It'll be Melrose ball here underneath at the 30. 15 minutes, 12 seconds to play. Cats trail 1-0. Like I said, the plan had always been to bring the ball down the wings. And what looks like Melrose defensively does is they're collapsing into the middle to take away the centering pass to try to get a good shot opportunity for the Wildcats. That ball will be played forward. And Granara cannot control. Melrose on offense. Buckley knocks it out of bounds. It'll be inbound for Melrose. Down their offense zone. Substitutions abound for the Cats. And we'll try to generate some offense off of the defense. Try to counter if we can. So Melrose will inbound over their far right side. Ooh, Buckley fell down. Shot is missed. Ashton Buckley tripped going backwards. They caught a little bit of break there. The offensive player for Melrose throwing a ball wide of the net, so Wilmington will get a goal kick here. 13:55 to play. Melrose Red Raiders 1, Wilmington Wildcats nothing. Second quarter action. Like I said, long way to go here in this game. Tough to give up that first goal and fall behind, especially if you had pretty much controlled the midfield and had a lot more offensive chances. But now you got to regroup as a team and buckle down and try to get that goal back. Ball's batted around. Thrown up in the air. Curto is back. That should be a goal kick for the Red Raiders over the right side in the offensive zone. A lot more play offensive zone for the Red Raiders this quarter than in the first quarter. They've become a little more aggressive. Easy to be aggressive with a 1-goal lead as well. Deciding not to sit back on the laurels and trying to force offensive pressure. So here comes the corner kick from the far right side of the field. Thrown forward. Sweeney will try to play that out. Well, Curto in the right place at the right time there to stop that play. And that's thrown across the net. They'll be out of bounds. A little sloppy play there defensively, but Wilmington will survive. There'll be a goal kick here now on the left side corner, which is the corner closest to me. What set play that Melrose has planned here. As you can see, the Cats have everyone back except for midfield. Looks like Spazuko at midfield. Ball will be played inbound. Knocked out by Wilmington. So the two midfielders here, the two captains, Flynn and Sweeney, defensively on that. Again, they're going to try to... Oh, that's just not a really... that's a goal if you're playing field hockey, but we're playing soccer today. So we'll get a goal kick out. Again, not a really great offensive possession there. I mean, that's the second time they've had opportunity and they just threw the ball way off the net. Papastasis will throw the ball into the midfield. Played by the Wildcats. Flynn throws it over to Spazuko. They'll throw it forward. Granara going to try to beat her. Nice defensive play. Good play. 9. Wingate number 9 had opportunities. Keep trying. Keep forcing that play. You eventually get by the defender. Papastasis will throw it forward. It's going to be kicked over. Wingate's going to try to play this. I'm just going to call for a bump there. Can't push there with your hands. They're going to call that. And it'll be into a kick. Melrose. We're under 11 minutes here, second quarter. Wildcats trail 1-0. It's a beautiful sunny 55, 56 degree day, no wind to speak of to cause any problems. And now Elliott plays that forward. That ball will come back here. Out of bounds will be Wilmington inbound ball. Elliott and Sweeney down below me. Try to get action. And everybody marks up a player. Sweeney throws it to the middle. Off the back of the defender. Wingate slides it back to Sweeney. Sweeney to Elliott. She'll try to throw it to the empty space, and they'll be kicked out of bounds. Again, when in doubt, I think Melrose's play is you kick it, just throw the ball out of bounds, make Wilmington inbound the ball the unusual way, the Govid way. And it sort of slows down the Wildcat offense. So this will be Elliott inbounding here underneath me on the right side. So the ball to the middle. Moore slides back. Ball will be thrown on net and be picked up easily by a goaltender for Skane, the goaltender for Melrose. She'll throw it out to play here midfield. Wildcats just can't seem to get that little spark on offense to get at least a good possession and make the goaltender Skane work. She's had some saves, basically pretty easy saves as well. Ball will be out of bounds on the far right side, inbounded by Melrose. 9:20 to play here in the second quarter, excuse me. Wilmington will, Melrose will inbound on that far side. Tries to throw forward. Ball's popped up high in the air. Haven't seen that much of the ball up in the air. Defensively, Papastassis comes back. That'll be kicked and it'll be inbound play for Wilmington. I think. That ball will look like going off of number 11 over there, I guess. It's tough without, we don't ball people, ball boys or girls here chasing balls, so players have to chase balls as well. It'll be inbounded by Wilmington. Far side is Elliott. Spazuka tries to spin around and knocks that ball out of bounds. It'll be, nope, out of bounds off of Melrose. Again, another inbound play for Wilmington. 8:23 to play. Cats trail 1-0. Another ball out of bounds. So we spent the last 2 minutes playing on that right side of the field, just trying to get the ball inbounded. And Melrose has everybody back on their half of the field as well. So that ball is missed pass. Melrose will take over. Women's going to have to make sure their counters are effective as well. If Melrose brings the ball in the offensive zone, that ball will be out of bounds again over there. And off of Wilmington, this will be a Melrose inbound. I think the way the soccer gods envisioned this game to be played, about 20,000 inbound plays over there, and that's going to be another one. So as we work our way up and down the field with inbounds passes over on the far right side, 7:25 to play. A couple substitutions in here as well. Cats will try to generate offense from their defense here. Slides it up to Broussard. Broussard will forward, and it'll be just thrown back in the offensive zone by Melrose. Good defensive play by Curto there. Papastassis. Looked like a handball they didn't call. Again, Wilmington struggling a little defensively there. Gotta get the heads back up in the game, get your players to move the ball forward. There you go. Granara tries to control. Spin move. Nice play by Granara there. She'll take it down the left side on her own. Tries to slow down. Granara tries to center that. And again, if you look back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 defenders back inside the 10-yard line for Melrose. And it's like I said, the big red wall they decided to use defensively, and Wilmington's going to have to try to figure that out at halftime, how they want to try to counter that. And one of the ways they might be able to do that, if they get Flynn or Sweeney open for a long shot from about 20 yards, try to work it over the wall and lose have the goalie be a little screened from on that play. That'll be a trip. Elliott goes, trip will be a Wilmington ball. 5:55 to play. We have a 1-0 Melrose lead. Here we are live, Alumni Stadium, Wilmington High School, November 21st, weekend before Thanksgiving. Final game of the season for both the Red Raiders and the Wildcats. That's a nice ball by good ball by Flynn. They get the ball up front. The goalie misplays it. We just had to wait, and Melrose just knocked out. Like I had said, I think if you can get either Flynn or Sweeney open in that 20, 25-yard line area and just start throwing ball on net. There you go. Granara. She makes a nice move. She's on the net. Shot on net. Score! Granara. Unbelievable. There you go. Oh, she takes down a player. Somebody got the wind knocked out of him. Very, very nice play. They got the ball into the offensive side of into the zone, beat the six-man defense there, and got the goal scorer. And we'll let our PA announcer take over from here.
Wilmington goal line number 3, Alyssa Granara.
So Granara with a really nice play. She's done that a lot all year. And using the feet to slide and move. And now we have a 1-1 game, 5 minutes to play here. First half action. Let's see if that gets some pep into the step of our Wildcats. Sweeney tries to play the ball in the midfield back. Now we'll see if we get back to this midfield type of game. Ball will be played off the Melrose defender. And they've done a really good job playing those high balls. You know, you can't head the ball, and they've done a really good job settling the ball with their body down to their feet, which has really played well for the Melrose Red Raiders. This will be Wilmington's ball inbound. Here on the far right side, looks like McGuire and Papastassis back here, the defense. Trying to slide this up to Wingate. McGuire will have that ball again, out of bounds. Excuse me. Ooh, ball right off the head. Papastassis tried to throw that ball up, and she comes back. Nice play. Nice back check there. Ball will be slid over here to Melrose player there. Sweeney comes up and plays tough. Wilmington's a little bit quicker on the step, although you don't want to make mistakes in the midfield. We'll throw the ball up. Wingate, if she can get by, nope. The ball will slide past her, and Melrose will play it to the midfield. Sweeney gets it to McGuire. She's on the right wing. She's going to try to take that ball herself and try to beat the defender. Nice play by McGuire. She's going to have an opening. If she can't get this across, we get somebody in the middle. She throws the ball across the field. Ooh, nice shot. A little bit up, but Granara was open. That play was made by McGuire coming down the right wing. Wilmington really, really getting aggressive offensively. That's exactly what they've done all year. Play the ball down the wing, center it, and just a little bit off the top of the foot for Granara, looking for the second goal of the quarter. 3:27 to play here in the first half. Tied at 1. And Melrose will have the goal kick here. It's exciting first half action as we've picked up. Second quarter much more exciting than the first quarter. First quarter teams trying to feel themselves out. Second quarter we had 2 goals scored, 1 by each side. Important play here for last 3 minutes of play here for both sides to try to keep establishing. Keep the momentum going in your direction for Wilmington and not make a mistake defensively. And if you're Melrose, just try to get that back. Try to get that, sneak that goal. Utilize your offense your defense to generate offense. Excuse me. That ball will be out of play. It'll be Melrose ball down there, defensive end. So the Cats have done a good job here the last 8 minutes of this quarter to reverse the momentum, which was clearly on Melrose's side at about the 12-minute mark, and to really take it over here. Now they'll drop back defensively. You don't want to give up a late goal here, either side, especially if we were about to go into stoppage time. 2:15 left, so 15 seconds. We'll be at the mercy of the officials. Tie game 1-1 here live from Alumni Stadium. WCTV's live coverage has been, we've had a fun time this fall bringing you live coverage for those people who couldn't get out to the games live because of the COVID restriction for attendance. Welcome. Let's see if we can close out the half strongly. Whoa, Wildcats right off of Jenna Sweeney's face. And she plays that like a true trooper and stays in. Broussard tries to move the ball forward as they kick back and forth. Nice play by Flynn, Amber Flynn. She tips the ball over here. McGuire, Wingate. Oh, they can click. Ooh, just slides by. It'll be Wilmington ball. We're in stoppage time. Substitute is coming in for the Cats. Try to keep everybody healthy and fresh and not fatigued. And that'll be Almeida will be in. So again, Coach Hendy is doing a good job, and again, keeping everybody fresh. Don't want to do anything stupid here defensively in the last 2 minutes, but offensively, you'd love to have something happen positive. 2 balls out of bounds. It'll be Wilmington ball. 2 players from Melrose got tangled up there. And like I said, we'll wait for the time. We'll see if we're going to get one more shot on net. Patastassis throws the ball deep. There's Grenard trying to settle it down. Just can't get it to front. Elliott, again, throws it forward. Nice play defensively there for Melrose. Again, Melrose has that line of about 6 to 8 defenders. That ball gets by. Just kick this one out of bounds. Nope, she'll settle it. Curto does a really good play there. That's a great play by Curto to keep that ball moving. Oh, nice back check. Broussard. Broussard's played a good game midfield today. Curto. Flynn. See if they get one more offensive possession out of this. That's McDonald. Flynn gets tied up. Nice play. Curto with a good play. Sweeney will throw it deep. That just slides a little bit towards center field, or Almeida could have gotten that ball. That'll be picked up by the goaltender for Melrose, and that'll be the half. So at the end of one half of play, Wildcats and Melrose Red Raiders are tied at 1-1. We'll be back with second half action after this. worked out since July.
Welcome back to Alumni Stadium. We are live November 21st. Melrose versus Wilmington girls soccer. 20-minute quarters. Melrose will throw that ball out of bounds. Tie at 1-1. Goal score for Wildcats. Granara. Mortimer for Melrose. Flynn will play this back in the midfield. Wilmington trying to capitalize on the momentum they had at the end of the second half, end of the first half here in the third quarter. Late goal there by Alyssa Granara. Ball will be out of bounds, inbounded by Melrose. Like I said, 20-minute quarters, 40 minutes to play in the season for both teams. Tie at the top. Freedom Division. Winner wins the division championship. Tie, we're going to call them co-champs. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. There's Granara with a break. Oh, she just can't beat the three defenders by herself. Oh, she gets tripped. Down goes both players. Out of bounds, Wilmington ball. Smothered defensively, Granara was by the three Melrose defenders. She's a little banged up there. Wilmington will inbound the ball far right side. Probably McGuire way over there. Papastassis throws the ball on net. Oh, sweet, just misses. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's a handball. That's a handball. How can they not call that handball? That's a bad call. She hit that off the shoulder, I think. From up here, that's what it looked like. They will discuss. That should be a goal kick. They're going to meet together here. There's no way she didn't hit that off the top of her shoulder. They're going to call that goal kick. Yep, that was a handball. So here we go. 17:36 to play. Now, what are they doing here? Oh, it's an indirect kick. This is just all confusing as heck. Nobody seems to know what's going on. Everybody's packed in the box. Not really COVID related here. I would just tip the ball to Flynn and have her try to flick that ball up over the top. There's massive confusion on the field here. Every defender is back. So Granara most likely is going to, I don't know what they have to do here. Let's just watch and enjoy. Granara's probably going to tip this. And Flynn's going to shove it at everybody. Excitement here. 16 minutes, 45 seconds to play. Oh, this guy down from Melrose here is all excited. Great save. That's a good idea. So now we'll have we're going to do it again. Doing it once again. Like I said, I'm not a big rule person, so I don't know. And here we go. We'll try again. Flynn's going to get a shot. And according to my friend down here, goal balls have full rotation. They're going to get angry if this goal goes in. Flynn just almost threw that by down on the ground. Surprised she just tried to chip it over. Here we go. Granara to Flynn again. And massive confusion. This is going to lead to massive confusion no matter what happens here. Amber Flynn. That is blocked up front. It'll be out of play. Wilmington corner.
Because they had the opportunity, but with that many bodies in front, it's hard to get it through. First time it seemed like you snuck it through, they made a re-kick. So it'll be a corner kick, I think, for the Cats. Want to keep the offensive possession going. Good defensively, good setup there inside the box. I wish I had my sidekick, Mr. Boyle, here with me to tell me what the heck's going on there, but let's play it. Here's Granara. She'll throw it on net. Oh! She's going to be offsides. Almeida right in front of the net. Called for being offside. Ball will be played down. That's good, though. Keep putting pressure on the net. I think they've switched goalies, too. That's Torvo in the game for Melrose. Probably what he's done all year is alternate goalies. Played by Flynn to the side. Broussard, Flynn, back to Moulos. Flynn will try to play that. Moulos will try to settle it down, gets it into the midfield of Broussard. Now they got somebody up front. Going to try to settle it down. Throws it up over top. Nice play by Moulos to force her to not be able to make that play. Ball gets past the defender in midfield. Nice play by Spazuko back. Long, try to get Granara ahead, and she can't get it past. Flynn will come, not Flynn, excuse me, that's Sweeney will come up. Flynn with the long kick. Again, a lot of action here in midfield. That'll be a penalty, a foul on Moulos. It'll be an indirect kick back here at about the 43-yard line. Fans are getting a little rambunctious here as well below me. 13:50 to play, third quarter, tie score, 1-1. Winner outright wins the championship of the Freedom Division. If they tie, my assumption is we end up in a co-champion situation. Melrose free kick or indirect kicker from the 45-yard line. She'll throw it up high in the air, bounce around. Flynn is back defensively. She'll get called for bumping. This is bad. It'll just be a free kick from here. So you got to make sure, listen to what goalie Tori Gemilaro says. That she's going to try to be vocal with what defense needs to be aware of as we look down into the right side. She's going to be ready to make this play, come out of the goal, see if they try to kick this ball up over top. Here's the goal. Here's the shot on net. Up, over the net. Not really the greatest shot that you want there. Didn't even have a chance, especially with the shorter goaltender that Wilmington plays. Not even an opportunity to get into the net as that ball went a clear 4 or 5 feet up over the crossbar. Wilmington will have the ball. We'll play the ball as a goal kick here. 12:31 to play. We still tie at 1-1. A lot of action here in the first 8 minutes of this quarter. Both sides. Wilmington had a really good opportunity. And there was the... there's Spazuko. Eventually Spazuko's going to break one of those through. As they play a ball in midfield. Try to generate any offense they can. Granara comes back. Nice back check there. She's going to now try to control the ball. He loses control here in the midfield. Paul popped up in the air. Try to control there. And Moulos will pop it up. Comes through. Nice play by Moulos aggressively. Oh, she trips over the grass there, but she gets back up. That was a real nice play by Moulos, number 2. There's Granara gets tripped. That'll be a foul. 2 is Madison Moulos, a junior. Just made a nice play down below us here defensively. She's done a good job all season long. Papastasis, number 21. Elliott, number 7. She'll tip it back to, and we'll throw it deep. Played by Granara. Sweeney just a hair step behind there in that play. A little bit of a break here, but Flynn's going to get back, and that'll be McGuire back too. Good defensive play. Cats just can't seem to clear zone. Everybody's hustling back on defense as well here. I'll try to throw it through. Moulos with the block. 2 with a little bit of an opening. She'll throw. Oh, a nice play come back by Elliott. It'll be a corner kick. Elliott came back. 2 is downs of Melrose and had a really good opportunity there, and just good defensive play. Ava Elliott. For the Wildcats, there'll be a corner kick. So again, another set piece here for Melrose 1-1 tie. We're at 10:30 to play, third quarter here in the final game of the 2020 fall girls soccer season. The sun has gotten a little bit brighter on us, so if you're getting a little bit of glare off your screen, the ball's thrown up in front. It's going to roll all the way to the other side of the field. And you notice that when you play on the turf, that ball rolls a lot quicker than on grass. That'll come right at Tori Gemilaro, and she'll make the play. She's going to boot it forward into the no man's land there. It'll bounce. Granero will go over, try to play it. She won't make that play. Nope. Ball slides by. Throw it out in front. McGuire makes a nice play to pull that ball. Broussard tries to throw it forward. That's Spazuko. Can't control. Flynn throws it forward to Grenard. Bounces off her foot back into the offensive zone. That'll slow. Sweeney almost got there. Ball's thrown up high. Nice play by Ava Elliott. And again, good play. Papastassis kicks this all the way deep out of bounds past the midfield line. They'll have some subs coming in. Now it's a matter of who can stay aggressive offensively and not let fatigue bother you. The masks do cause problems sometimes late fourth quarter. It's a little bit warmer than expected, so that could come into play as well. Melrose has been generating a little bit of offense here the last couple minutes here this quarter. So Wilmington controlled the first 5 or 6 minutes, and then the last 3 or 4 minutes has been Melrose on offense. Ball's bounced up. Again, nice play by Sweeney. She'll throw it forward. See if Suzuko can settle that ball. Somebody comes back and it'll be tipped out of bounds by Melrose. Wilmington. Nope, they're going to call that out on Spazuko, and it didn't look like that ball hit off Spazuko there, but official sees it better than I do way over on that other side. Play that midfield here. 8:28 to play, third quarter. Both teams trying to generate some type of offense. That ball will be thrown way deep, and that's going to be chased. And nice play defensively there. Not let that go on the corner kick. McGuire. I think that's McGuire. Spazuko up the right wing. Kicked out of bounds by Rose. Wilmington going to try to change possession here. Gain some type of offensive possession. 8 minutes to play here, third quarter. Tie score 1-1. Nobody scored here, third quarter. Ball's kicked forward. Grenero 3, the only goal scorer for the Wildcats. That'll be Broussard. That'll be out of bounds. Wilmington ball inbounds as Wilmington has now shifted possession to the offensive zone. I'd like to see here, try to get them, like Flynn set up for a long try from out there. There's a long kick ahead. Ball bounces once, picked up by a goaltender. Torbo, number 30 into the game by Melrose, and we'll switch it up again. Kicks the ball up in the air. Laid down. Broussard with a nice play. She finds Sweeney. Sweeney will try to push it in the offensive zone. Oh, she gets taken down. Actually, she gets interfered with. I don't know what the ruling here is in soccer there, but defensive player who went down commits the foul. Free kick here again. Here's where you want to see. Maybe you have a set play here to get Amber Flynn a shot. They're going to probably spot her up. They're going to check her. But a shot from here, and she has scored from this distance before. If somebody's willing to get their face in front, give them credit. Here we go. See what they try to do here with Flynn. She has, like I said, she scored here against Burlington. There's the shot. Skips in, played by Torbo. Probably a little bit too deep at that point. We get in 5 or 6 yards closer. That shot could be more effective. Ball's kicked up in the air. Played by Flynn. Nice little move. Amber Flynn throws it forward. This will be a speed game here. Almeida trying to get down the right wing. Left wing, excuse me. She beats her player. Kicked out of bounds by Melrose. It'll be Wilmington ball in their offensive zone. 6 minutes to play here, third quarter. Cats and Red Raiders tied at 1. Final game of the season. We are live. For all those watching in WCTV land, either over the air or on our internet package, WCTV.org, welcome. Let's count down the last 6 minutes of this quarter. Played to Flynn. Flynn slides it over. and will be offsides. Again, Wilmington can't slide back deep enough. That'll be called offside. It'll be Melrose will have possession. All you Melrose people, I'm sorry I didn't call you Wakefield on purpose. The red and white sometimes can be confusing to me. Ball played by the goalie. That's Elliott. She flops it over to Broussard. Broussard cannot get it over here to Almeida on the wing. Ball's way up and bouncing all over the place without being usually ahead. It's a little different. They're going to call offsides on that too. And they don't really think that was offside. But again, hard to tell from this angle. The officials got the angle there. 5 minutes to play, 1-1 tie. Broussard back again. She'll control. Throw it forward. Just can't slide it by her. Surprised they haven't tried the... Papastasis by herself over there. Curto's going to have to play this one. Nice play. Kicks it out of bounds. Take the Melrose approach and throw it out and make them inbound at 4:35 to play here. Third quarter, we're tied at 1. Hot on the line here for both teams. 1-1 game. Winner will be declared the champion of the Freedom Division for 2020. And if they tie, we're going to do the Jim Boyer rule. We're going to declare them co-champions. Because of how crazy this season's been, they will have tied each other and been at the top, even though Wilmington did not play 2 games. And this would be Wilmington's second tie, would be Melrose's third tie. So because Wilmington missed the Stoneham and a Wakefield game, they did not get a chance to avenge the loss to Stoneham here. That was on the road. They would have played here at home, but with COVID quarantine regulations. There's Almeida. Nice little move. Now let's see if she can break through. Takes the ball into the middle. Slides it forward. Here we go. That's Molly McDonald. See if she can use her speed to settle the ball in the corner. She'll try to cross this ball. She'll get bumped off. Nice little move. Slides it back. McGuire comes back and forces the out-of-bounds play. 3:25 to play. Wilmington will inbound the ball over in the far right side of the corner. Good play there by the offensive Granara, Almeida, and McDonald. Just couldn't get the ball centered to the middle. As like I said, Melrose has really moved their players back. There's the ball centered to the middle. Nice play by the goaltender. She comes out to make the play. She'll boot it forward. Bounces high once. Flint just can't control. Here we got a little bit of a counterattack here. That ball's going to roll. He's going to bring it down the right wing. Try to center it. They got an open shot coming up here. Going to have to be careful. Nice play by Tori Gemararo. It's a nice play. Goes down on the knee. Make sure she secures it. 2:38 to play. We'll try to change possession here. Ball's popped up in the air. Broussard will chase. Ball will roll out. Nope. Nice play there by McGuire. She saves it in bounds, but to the Melrose player. Forward ahead. We're at midfield. We are at 2:19 to play. Elliott tries to kick that forward, and Flynn will have to make the play. She'll advance it a little bit. And trying to get an offensive set. That ball's going to roll over here out of bounds. Almeida gets spun around a little bit there. Nice play by Flynn in the middle. She finds Broussard. Broussard's going to throw it forward. It's going to be played down by Melrose. Again, they really do a good job with that defensive wall. 2 minutes. We are in stoppage time. So now we're at the mercy of the official. Melrose on offense on the left wing. Nice back check there by Molly McDonald. And she'll play it to McGuire. Tries to throw it forward. Sweeney gets the ball. Plays a nice play by Sweeney. She'll throw it forward. So again, good angle there by the Melrose player. Throws it off of Almeida. Almeida's going to try to settle it down. Nice little back pass to herself. She's got the ball left wing. Almeida's going to try to slide it to the middle. Granara can't control. Flynn, nice play by Flynn to stop that momentum. Now they'll come into the midfield. They'll pop it up in the air. Oh, nice play by McGuire to block off the offensive player. She controls. Finds Broussard. Broussard on the right wing. Ball's going to stay in play. Stays in play as it rolls forward. Oh, just out of bounds. Nice play, Broussard. She's played a really good half here. 2 minutes. Like I said, we are in stoppage time waiting for the official to blow the whistle. We'll have the end of the third quarter. We still tie 1-1. See if anything can happen in the next 35, 40 seconds. Who knows which official will blow the whistle here. I'm assuming the guy closest to me. McGuire again, nice play. Back to Sweeney. Sweeney will control. Again, it's the amoeba defense there for Melrose. Nice play there. Right, Papasachis, she throws it forward. Here comes Almeida. Almeida's all alone. Can she control enough? No. Good play by the goaltender. That ball just got a little bit out in front of Almeida. Callie Almeida just a little bit out in front. McDonald can't control. Back to Flynn. Flynn will try to get it off the wing to McGuire, who's attacking. Try to get it to the middle of Flynn. They can't get it. I think they're going to let have this offensive position. That'll be the quarter. So at the end of 3 quarters, we're tied 1-1. Wilmington 1, Melrose 1. We'll be back with exciting fourth quarter action here live from Alumni Stadium after this. Okay, welcome back here. We are coming to you live this final game of the 2020 girls soccer season. Tied with Melrose 1-1. These two teams are battling out for a chance to claim the Freedom Division, Middlesex League Freedom Division Championship girls soccer. If either team wins, they win the championship outright. We tie. We're going to assume that they tie for the title. I'm not sure how that will work, but we'll get that final. But we'll do the Jim Boyle rule. We'll say if they tied, because they both tied twice, they ended up top of the standings because of the COVID issues with games played. We'll crown them both co-champions and let them be excited, because high school sports isn't always about winning, but if you do accomplish something, you want to be able to be rewarded as well. So we'll play the final 20 minutes here at Wilmington. Sun is out. It's about 58 degrees. Beautiful day. We got a field hockey game coming up next. That'll be on tape. But for now, I want to thank my cameraman, Nick Toth, for really working hard down there as we come out for this final quarter of the season. It's been a shortened season, but we at least got to play this fall, so it's been great. We've got fans. We've been broadcasting. It's been exciting. I've gotten to know these sports a little bit better than I normally would, because I would be covering football in the fall. But we'll get ready for one final soccer quarter here with a lot on the line for both teams. Grenard has the goal scorer for Alyssa Grenard, the goal scorer for the Wildcats. Mortimer was the goal scorer, number 16, for the Melrose Red Raiders. Torvo back in net for them. Tori Gemilaro is in net for the Cats, and we're getting ready. Wilmington will bring it forward. Looks like it's McDonald, Almeida, and Grenard up front. They're going to be a little more aggressive here with McGuire. She's done a really good job forcing the offense, using her speed down this right wing, and she beats her player. Going to try to get this centered off the back of the goalie player there, and that's going to be tipped up and played by the goaltender. Again, offensive pressure from your defensive player, and she's done a good job, McGuire, on that right side, as long as you have people back. You want to try to get as many good offensive possessions as you can. Amber Flynn tries to make that play. She comes back. Good back check. She'll sneak it back, and now it'll be a speed match. Papathasis comes back. Cuts off the player and taps it out of bounds. It'll be Melrose ball down in their offensive zone. So now it's just a matter of trying to generate the best offensive possessions you can either side to try to score and take the lead here in this game. And it is fourth quarter. They've worn masks the whole game. It is the last game of the season, but still the mask and the fatigue could come into play here. Ball's kicked up towards the goalie and up over the net. It's a good idea, though. Both sides have tried that. Ball was up over top of the goalpost into the back of the net. Crossbar, excuse me. Goal kick. Wildcats trying to generate this offense. Flynn will control here in the midfield. She'll try to slide it forward to Granara. Granara had Flynn and Sweeney in the mid. There's we got Almeida on the right side. Almeida's going to try to beat her with speed. It's going to be cut off. Again, they've done a really good job. The goalie comes out, makes the play. They had 2 players to 1, 2 speed players to 1, and Callie Almeida just couldn't catch up and beat the angle there. Goaltender plays that forward. Ball's going to pop out of bounds. It'll be Wilmington ball over their far left side. 17, Ashlyn Buckley will inbound. They'll try to advance this forward, try to get an offensive possession, beat goaltender, try to beat that 5 or 6 red and white wall defensively. Both teams looking to score here, though. Nobody's going to sit back and play for a tie. Melrose will try to be aggressive again. Ball is played by McDonald. Almeida just can't get that play. That ball is going to go long, and Papastasis is going to. She got beat. Going to try to center. Nice play. Good play. Papastasis got the step. The defender came back. I think that was Curto. And then Tori Gemillar made a really nice play to pick up and make sure it doesn't get by her. That ball will be to Sweeney. Sweeney's got McGuire here on her right side. She tries to feed it to McGuire. McGuire going to go down the wing, which has been the play all along. There's Granara. Granara's got nobody really in the middle right now. She's going to do this on her own. Nice little move. Takes it to slides it back. Flynn flows it forward. Backspin. Ooh! Collision there by McDonald, the goaltender. It'll be Melrose ball. Good idea. Flynn tried to use the left foot to flick that over. McDonald just couldn't get there in time. The goalie's been very aggressive. So maybe the Wildcats keep that in the back of their heads. Keep it in your back as we watch the aggressive goal. You want to try to get her out of the net so you can slide something quick by her. Who knows? That's the way she probably played all year. The ball will be kicked forward. Played in the midfield. Moore 16. Flynn 24. Tries to get it over there to the right side to Almeida, and it'll go out of bounds, be Melrose ball. Just about 16 minutes to play here in the final fourth quarter. Tie at 1-1, Melrose and Wilmington. Ball be inbounded. Flynn's got nobody in the middle, just can't get it by because you don't want to go off sides. That's McDonald on the right side, left side, excuse me. She's trying to play it off the body, keep it in bounds. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be Melrose ball. We have some substitutions here. 7 is Elliott. She replaces McGuire, 18. Caitlin McGuire. Ava Elliott. Senior Ava Elliott. Comes in. So let's see what we got here. The ball will be inbounded on the far right side by Melrose in their defensive zone. Wilmington's going to try to control. Nice play there by Sweeney to cut that off. They're going to try to open this game up a little bit. Nope, Flynn, not Flynn, Moore. Played off by Almeida. Sweeney misses it. We're going to have a little small break here. Papastasis plays it off to the right side. Buckley. Excuse me. And Melrose on the offensive possession. It's going to be a beat defensive set here for the Cats. There's Curto with another nice play. Excuse me. 14:45 to play. Nice play by Buckley and Curto there defensively. And we're going to inbound this play here. Now it's just a matter of seeing who can generate, like I said, who can generate the best offensive or the best scoring opportunity to try to get the ball in the back of the net to break this 1-1 tie. Thrown forward. Can't tell who that was. Excuse me. Curto. Looked like it hit the hand, and they let that one go. And that'll be Elliott on the left side here. Nice play, Elliott. See if she can advance it. Nope. Melrose going to go back on offense. Ball's going to slide by a little spinning ball picked up by Gemilaro. Only time Gemilaro got beat, she came out of the net way too deep. She'll throw that ball forward. Tries to get that off to Moore. Ball will be back in. Papastathis comes back. She'll just kick it out of bounds. Be a goal kick. Excuse me, a corner kick. My mistake. 13:41 to play. Substitutes coming in. Now it's a matter of keeping everybody healthy and fresh, as we come down the wire with 13 minutes to play. Excuse me, that will be a goal kick. I'm sorry. The Cats, Curto takes the kick. Throws it deep. McDonald makes a play, doesn't control, slides by. Good play by Papastathis to throw it forward. Spazuko just into the game, gets bumped off. There's Broussard. Broussard again has played a really good, nice, solid game midfield. Oh, Spazuko leads it forward. McDonald on the left wing. She settles. Tries to beat her man and gets knocked down. Ball's going to roll out of bounds. And Melrose will inbound that ball. McDonald tried to beat her on the left wing, got a little push, tripped down. Good idea. Spazuko made a control. Now they're gonna try to force them to try to exit the ball out of their defensive zone. 12:36 to play. We're tied here at 1. Inbound for Melrose, far right side. And Broussard just misplayed that just a hair bit, thrown deep. Curto. Steady on defense. Throws the ball over your right wing. Granaro tries to play and then it'll go out of bounds. Alyssa Granaro tries to make that play. That just slides out of bounds. It'll be Melrose ball right underneath us here on the left side. Or that's the right side, left side. I don't even know anymore. I keep calling it different things. I apologize to people watching. Inbound by Melrose underneath my booth here. That's Buckley. Cats just trying to get some kind of a break, offensive possession where they get a little sneak by the defensive wall. Buckley misses the defensive play, and everybody's dropping back. Flynn is the midfielders all the way back to. Here comes the Cats on offense. McGuire just can't. We just can't get to the pass. That isn't just tight enough to make something happen. Melrose slides it out, trying to center away over there on the right wing. And there's Amber Flynn back to make the play. She'll try to throw it forward. Sweeney will just kick it up and towards the out-of-bounds side. That'll be played back to Flynn. Flynn will try to drive it forward. Ooh, Spazuko tries to turn and can't get over past the defender. Sweeney, nice play. Back check there. She'll throw it here to the ref. To my right side, excuse me. Granaro tries to beat her player, but again, there's 3 or 4 defenders already ready to take that possession away from the Cats. Ball thrown forward. Flynn plays. See if Flynn can beat this on the midfield. She'll throw it forward. Can see if McDonald can beat her player to the ball. McDonald's going to get there first. Now they call offsides. So that offside call. 10 minutes, just about 10 minutes to play. Halfway through this fourth quarter, still tie at 1. Ball will be played in the defensive zone by the Melrose Red Raiders. Coach making a play call. As we wait. Spazuko tries to make that play, can't. There's a forward pass. They're going to try to low deep, and there's Papastathis' back. She'll just throw it forward again, and they'll go clicked out of bounds. It'll be Wilmington. I assume that's Wilmington ball. That looked like it went off the Melrose player. That's a bad call again. But what am I to say? That ball changed directions. It could not have gone off of the Wilmington player. Now, what's this ref doing over there far side? They're doing the best they can. I cannot complain. I can if I want, but I shouldn't. Just a matter of, again, I have a better angle from up here sometimes, but that definitely went off the Melrose player. Here we go. Throws to the center of the field. Suzuko tries to beat it. There's Flynn. That was Sweeney. Flynn drills it off the player of Wakefield player. That one hurt. Wakefield's going to try to throw into the offensive end. Papastasis will take play. Nice play. That'll be out of bounds. It'll be Wilmington ball. Wilmington will inbound here on the down to the defensive side on that right side. Substitutes are in. McGuire replaces Elliott. Try to get that offensive run down that right side. And I think Almeida replaced McDonald. So it looks like we're back to almost a starting unit here for the Cats. Trying to get a one last offensive push. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left to play. The ball's thrown up here in the center. Tipped off of Spazuko's foot. Controlled by Melrose. And we'll see what happens offensively for the Red Raiders. Almeida thwarts that first attack. Throw it forward. Broussard. Nobody there into the no man's land of the midfield. Sweeney cannot make that play. She's throw it forward here. Granara, see if she can get up before to McGuire. Just can't get that. That's just out of the reach. Granara with the right idea, not able to be played. 7:38 to play here, fourth quarter. Score tie at 1. These two teams played to a scoreless tie last Saturday, and they're going to try to break the schneid here. 7:30 to play, like I said. McGuire to Granara. Granara throws the ball forward, no play. Here goes down the right side. Granara's going to try to beat her with speed, and she gets knocked over. What is that call? I don't get that call at all, but he's going to call her for who knows what, but he must have seen that differently than I did. The fans in the stands, you can tell it's a big game. They're not happy. 7 minutes to play. Ball's inbound. That'll be out of bounds. So it'll be Wilmington ball. Time to set up their offense. We're under 7 minutes, fourth quarter. I remember saying when they scored that first goal in the second quarter, there was plenty of time to play. There's not plenty of time to play now. We got to get the ball in the back of the net if Wilmington wants to win the game. It's going to be one chance or none. You're going to get the shot on net. That's going to throw right at the goaltender. She bobbles it off herself. She can't play that. She's way out of the net. They got a huge break there. Oh, somebody's down. Goalie just took out the Wilmington player. That is horrible, horrible. We don't have a camera on that, I don't think. I did see that. It was just not a friendly play by the goalie there. I mean, again, we only have two officials, so you're not going to see all the parts of the field, but goalie made a bad play. Got lucky there. Defense was behind her and bailed her out. No reason to take out another player. Spazuko goes down. She's going to come off. Now we know that stoppage time is going to be important. 6:28 here to play here in the fourth quarter of action. My assumption is Molly McDonald. McDonald will come in for her because she's been subbing in for that side on that left side. So we'll see what the call here is. And of course, there's not going to be a call. I don't know whose ball it is here down there on the far side. Wilmington will set up. Okay, just to give your game reset, we're tie at 1, fourth quarter, 6:28 to play. Just had a stoppage time there for an injury to Spazuko as she got knocked down, I think, by the goaltender. Wilmington, a good opportunity there, just couldn't convert. Ball being bound by Melrose, far right side. They'll be thrown forward. Flynn's going to control it. Throws it off the player, Melrose player. That'll go. Stays in bounds. They called that out of bounds. Like I said, my eyesight's not as good in my 58th year, but that looked all out of bounds to me, and an official finally called it. So it'll be Wilmington ball. 6 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Cats are going to try to get one more offensive set going if they can. Ball's thrown out of bounds. Nope. Yep. Nope. Sorry. I get confused too. That's Grenard. And Broussard comes up, forces that ball. It'll be Melrose inbound. Looks like Elliott, Ava Elliott, is about to sub in too for defense, I would imagine. Again, trying to keep the players as rested and fresh as possible, Coach Hendy. In what amounts to be a pretty big game for both squads. Oh, slides forward. Nice aggressive play there, but Sweeney takes it away. Almost gets tripped up and maintains her balance. Ball is tipped forward. Papastasis is going to come here. Going to throw that forward. It's going to be clipped up. And again, I think they're going to call her offside. Melrose again. We're under 5 minutes now to play. Melrose is going to try to get an offensive possession. They've been trying to get that ball floated up in the air. Broussard's going to be held and force that ball forward. It'll be played by the defensive unit by Melrose to try to throw it forward. Buckley's over there. Ashlyn Buckley again just throws that ball out of bounds. Defensive units for both sides have played big today. 4:35 to play, and it's just a matter of whether you can get one more shot on net either side. Try to put the ball in the back of the net. Broussard will play it back to Flynn. Flynn will throw it forward. Melrose will play it. Now they'll try to be all aggressive on offense. Throw it by, and there's Papastasis, another nice play out. Melrose is going to have a little bit of a chance here. A break. There's a break to the right side. She'll throw it on net. Nice play. Oh, really good play by Curto to come over and block that. Jim Lerman, a nice play to tip the ball away. Didn't go far enough. Ball will be a corner kick. Audrey Curto made a great play to block that with her body with the net basically open. How we have a corner. Defending that corner for Wilmington will be Buckley and Flynn. They'll really probably attack right away. Ball's thrown up in the air. Played by Curto. Thrown forward, right to the middle of the field, and Melrose will play it. Throws it up in the air. Papastasis just knocks the ball down. They'll kick it out of bounds. Sweeney and will have an inbound play. 3:25 to play here, fourth quarter. Game tie 1-1. Melrose with an inbound pass. Now it's a matter of playing good defense if you're Wilmington, playing good offense if you're Melrose. I was going to try to throw the ball in the middle of the field. Putting the ball going the wrong way, I think. Not sure what the plan there was, but they're back into the midfield. Buckley is out. Not a good play there by Papastasis. McGuire will clear it. McDonald comes back, makes the play. Flynn doesn't. No, that was Sweeney. Excuse me. They'll throw it forward to the midfield. 2:44 to play here. Fourth quarter. We're tied at 1. Melrose on the offense. Buckley, Curto's deep. She'll try to beat. Nice play, nice move. Audrey Curto throw it forward. Now ball go out of bounds. Be Wilmington ball. So Wilmington now going offensive possession. 2:22 to play as we get to stoppage time. Again, I'm at the mercy of the officials. Not a lot that you can do. 2 minutes left in 10 seconds. I don't know what they called there. So we are at stoppage time. 2 minutes to play, a 1-1 game. These two teams, like I said, ended up in a tie last week. Ball's kicked into the Wilmington bench. It'll be offensive possession for Melrose. And as the time clicks down, we don't want to see play in the midfield. You can't get offensive possessions and chances in the midfield, but that seems to be where we're stuck right now. Melrose will inbound the ball. Ball goes backwards, thrown forward, and it's out of bounds. Again, same thing Wilmington did, but Melrose did the opposite way, threw it into their own bench. Wilmington will play the ball in as we're in the stoppage time. I did set my stopwatch here to see if I can at least get myself close. Probably about a minute and a half to play here in the stoppage time. Not sure. Ball will go forward. Wilmington's going to try to use their speed. That'll go out of bounds. It'll be Wilmington ball. So Wilmington will get one really good offensive possession here on the left side. They'll inbound. Let's see if they can try to get the ball to Amber Flynn to take a nice shot on net. Thrown forward by Curto. Played by Grenard. Grenard turns. The ball will be a corner kick. Wilmington ball corner. Probably about a minute left stoppage time. Not sure. Don't want to speculate. That ball goes all the way to the back, and now Wilmington's going to hustle. Somebody get the ball in. All right, here we go. One last shot. Score the winning goal. They're going to try to get this ball tapped in and then all the way to the front. Granara spins, takes it down the line, throws it out front. Ball's kicked, and that'll be possession for Melrose as time runs through. Melrose is going to try to at least try to counter here. Wilmington want to get this ball at the midfield and just start throwing the ball on net if they can. Ball's kicked forward. It's going to go. Flynn plays it. Flynn's got a chance here. She throws it forward. Defensively played by Melrose. Kicked forward. That'll be in the offensive zone. McDonough. Oh, they called offside on Wilmington again. That's about the 5th time that's happened. We're down. We're going to have the whistle in not more than 30 seconds. I guess don't know how long stoppage time is going to be. But as we look at this game, it's 1-1. 2 minutes left. Not 2 minutes left. We're in stoppage time. And that's the whistle. That's the ball game. We end up at 1-1. Wildcats won. Melrose Red Raiders won. Both teams have tied each other. Both teams did a great job. And we're not sure. Like I said, I'll get you official ruling, but I'm going to give the Jim Boyle rule and say at the end of this game, thanks for joining us. Melrose and Wilmington end up in a tie for first place, Middlesex Freedom Division. We'll get that ruling from the AD later on. I thank you for joining us. Thanks to Marna McHugh for running the show here and to Nick Toth for doing my camera work. We'll see you guys in the wintertime. I got the game on tape next with the girls field hockey. Congratulations once again to both teams. Well played game for Wildcat Sports. This is Jim Boyle. We'll see you on down the road.